Indrashish. Pulled the one over so far. And when you look at that, you've seen he's bowled 3 dot balls. He's done well. 3 out of the 6 balls that he's going to dot, but he's gone for 10 in the over. That's edged. And that should be 4. No third man. And that's going to be 4. She's not too happy about it. She's a little disappointed. Unfortunately, in the T20 version, when you bowl a good ball, you get the edge. More often than not, it costs you runs.
Yeah, you can't manufacture that shot. He was attempting to push it towards covers, but you get a thin nick, and it's bound to go for a lot of runs. And now, of course, as a reaction, as a knee-jerk reaction, we do have a third man at the boundary. Raja has gone all the way back. But, of course, the horse has bolted.
Easy.
Drifting down leg. Easy single. Plenty of gaps now in the field.
But that was a strange field setting, like you said, Charu, because they did have third man. But they had no fielder patrolling the cover region on the boundary line. And more often than not, you'd find someone patrolling the cover region.
Well, that can normally continue because it was a 6-3 field leg side, which is rare. Now, of course, some balance has been restored. This being a lefty, let's now take that back, a 5-4 offside field. So we got the third man square enough and man at the cover point fence. This looks better. Now we can keep it outside off for the lefty. Did that take a bit of the back? If it didn't, that could be pretty close. And he's wondering whether he can ask the skipper, can they go for a review? Have they? Is it official yet? Not quite. The bowler would certainly like one. But no. The skipper, in the keeper at the back, Joy, quite clear. But listen, let's not risk it. So they haven't. And I wonder if that was well outside leg then. Rohan, we'll probably take a look at it again soon. Or perhaps a nick as well. I wonder whether the bowler was so interested if there was a nick.
That's a good length to bowl. Especially to a new man in. Not sure whether he should go on the front foot or the back foot. Bouley's gone along really well. 10 of 6 deliveries. Good line. Good line once again.
All right, let's just go back to that opportunity where the Bengal Tigers were almost ready for a decision review. And of course, eventually, better sense prevailed. So there we go. Let's see the angle first. And, well, it did strike outside leg stump. So
Well,
I suppose.
I'm not so sure, Charu. I mean, we haven't got the right angle at the moment. It struck him on the full. So it doesn't matter if it struck outside leg stump. Because not pitched outside leg stump. It struck him on the full. And if that ball was with the angle going on to hit the stump, that would have been LBW. And I actually think that was a time when you should have actually gone for the third umpire, the DRS, because you've just got 2 quick wickets. Get another one, you've got Veer Marathi in all sorts of trouble.
Well, strategically, yes, but I think he was dissuaded by Joy, the keeper, and a couple of others of the think tank. The bowler was certainly interested. Struck very firmly, and that really should have been fielded. But a boundary to end the over. 9 gone, 72 for 2.
The Bengal Tigers, Shogota, most impressive. Economy rate of under 6, which in any situation is a good return. Sandy going for 12, Indrashish going for 11. Raja also pretty impressive considering the circumstances, going for 7.
Yeah, he went for quite a few in his first over, Raja. Came back well, took that wicket too. Could have taken another, missed that return catch opportunity. Sandy comes back. The off spinner who they began with got taken for a few by Mahesh Manjrekar in that opening over. Comes from the other end now, the hill end. And quite useful in that first. Oh, they're going to steal a second. This is not good by the Bengal Tigers. They're not going to be too happy with the man at long off, Arijit.
But you've got to give credit to the Veer Marathi batting. I think they ran really, really well. Especially the non-striker. It was his call. He knew he was running to danger end. He ran the first one hard and just trundled along for the second. It was all because of him running the first one hard that put a little bit of pressure on Arijit, which resulted in the misfield.
Handsome shot that.
Oh, misfield again! But luckily the ball didn't have enough legs to get through the boundary line.
Well, sadly for Sandy, who would love to have a lefty at the crease, the right-handed Mule continues to bat as we watch that misfield by Indrajit. And Sandy must be hoping somehow that the lefty comes on so he can be a little more useful.
Well, also not only the fact that he's a left-handed, but he's batting a lot slower than Mule. So you'd rather be bowling to a batsman whose strike rate is 84 as opposed to a batsman whose strike rate is nearly double of 156. As a bowler, I know who I'd want to bowl to. Is the batsman who's it's shambolic out there at the moment for the Bengal Tigers. They seem to have lost the plot a little bit over there. Couple of misfields. This is not going to please the bowler at all. He's doing his bit out there. What should have really been 3 runs has resulted in 6 runs.
Well, it wasn't a particularly accurate throw, but this point here is where it should have been stopped.
Yeah, that's, I mean... Pressure on the fielder. But
I do feel for Sandy. He's not doing anything really wrong here. Keeping a good line, bowling to his field.
Exactly, and it's 4 balls bowled and he's gone for 7 already. It should have been 4 runs. A runner ball, which is a good return at this stage of the innings. But unfortunately for him, he's gone for 7. And if he concedes a boundary now, it's a big over. It goes to about 11 or 12 or 13. So there's pressure on Sandy, when in fact there should have been no pressure on Sandy at this point. There should have been pressure on the batsmen because they've only got 4 runs in the over. The pressure is now completely transferred onto Sandy,
who by the way
last 2 deliveries.
Who by the way is finally bowling to the lefty. So hopefully he can make a comeback here. Across the line there. Mahesh Manjrekar, pretty animated. Did well with the bat, we've got to say. Thrashed it around for a quick 20. Okay, last ball. Yes, good comeback by Sandy. And he is the batsman he did want to bowl to, Rahul Sugan. 10 gone, halfway stage, 17-9 for 2.